hope I got enough time. Oh, 53 minutes. All right, we good, y'all. So you already know, 01 Ford Explorer. I gotta change the spark plugs today. It's a beautiful day.
Thursday, look at Thursday. Ain't even Thursday, I'm rocking her mix.
Only 60 degrees. So I gotta change the spark plugs, but what I did forget was to order the spark plug wires. And it's not really a necessity, but I'm on the street. It's not like I'm in a shop. So if I take the spark plug wires out and I break one, there goes the starter of the car right there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make my way to AutoZone first, and then head back here and do them one by one. But I cleaned a lot of wires around. I just moved some stuff, cleaned some stuff, make sure everything was good. And now we're gonna head to AutoZone and then continue with this. What I like about it, see, like you see, I took off the intake. I took out a bunch of stuff already, and now I'm putting it back just to go to AutoZone and come back. But the spark plug wires is right here. They're connected to the spark plugs down there. I actually can see them better from the wheel well. You see them 1, 2, 3, 4 right there plugged in. And my issue is if I take those out and I break one of them, I'm assed out. So I'm gonna go and buy the wires, and hopefully I don't break any of them, and I can just return the new wires back. But if I do break one out of 8, you know, so what is that? What is that? 1 out of 8%? That's basically 15%. That one of them might not break. So off to AutoZone. All right, you know, shit's hella packed today for whatever reason. You know, but we're going to get these spark plug wires, man. I see spark plugs when you buy 4 or more, $10 gift card. Ain't shit on the wires though. Whatever. Alright, so I bought a little outlet power inverter, spark plug wires, y'all. Dope ass dudes inside, man. I was having a conversation, you know, but you can't record everything, but having a good day so far. So, for the spark plug job, guys, I started yesterday, you feel me? Now I'm back the next day. It's a beautiful day today. And I got the power coming from the inside, you know. The only thing about these trucks, right, I can't manually take it out. It's very hard to manually take it out and put it back in. I'm not gonna say I can't, you know, I just probably don't want to. So I always get the power gun. And we're gonna change this whole, I'm gonna try to change this whole cover right here, the valve cover. I got the gaskets and the valve cover itself. Necessarily don't need to change the left side or the right side of the engine, but I gotta change this left side for sure. So I don't know if I want to do the whole job yet, or am I just gonna do the spark plugs. So right now I'm gonna focus on getting the spark plugs first, which is down there, rewiring it the right way, and then if it is hard to take all these stuff off on the top as I'm going through it, then I'll just hold off on the valve cover for now. But I could do it, I mean, I got the time. Right, it's a beautiful day, might as well. So I guess fuck it, you know what, let's do it. We're doing the valve cover too, we're doing everything at once. Let it cool down, just finish this shit right now. I just made a decision, guys. Just made a decision. So technically this area don't need to be moved. I'm gonna remove this out the way. Start little by little. This comes out. This comes out. And if I'm gonna take out this valve cover, I need to take this off also. But the throttle is actually connected to the whole intake manifold. So let's see. It is. I can remove it easily. Not gonna be easy, of course not. But once I get rid of these wires, the test will really be there. So after moving the wheel, you get basically a plain sight of the side of the engine. You see 1, 2, 3, and 4. There's 4 cylinders on one side, 4 on the other. I'm gonna try not to break those wires, but if I do, I have a spare. I'm gonna take those out, and right behind it, you see right there on that one, you see the screw cap, which is a spark plug. This technically just looks like, this. All right, and this is a spark plug, a socket right there, 5/8, goes right around these grooves, and you just spin it out. We'll get to that in a second. So surprisingly, the first one was very simple. All right, took the regular pliers, I spinned it, and it just popped right out. And I'm gonna try to get the next one. Let me see if I can record it now. So, it's just a little bit hot. This is the cover. This I could replace that later. That's aluminum cover. Just so that it doesn't get burned by this and this, right? But basically, what I did was, you want to turn it left and right for sure. This is probably not, it was so much easier right here because obviously there's nothing else holding it. And this is how the spark plug wires break. Where you spin them. Try my hands. See, this one is kind of stiff. Oh, okay, I feel it spinning a little bit. See, I don't know what this is. Got an extra cover on it. See, this one looks like it's one that's gonna break. That's why I had to buy the whole pack. See, it's stuck. Alright. I wish I would have really caught it on camera. Let me see if I can do the other one just to get it on camera. See, like, got the brake line right in the way. So, all this shit is in the way. It's just annoying. Honestly, look, I already don't like this job. I really don't like it. Look, I can't do it with this camera, man. That's the problem. Man. You gotta spin these guys. All right, look, this one's out. I just spinned it. Let's get this camera in. Right there. Right. So. That's a spark plug, and this is the wire. Nothing broke. Everything is intact. And the only thing about these, you're supposed to label them. Label them per cylinder so you can know. I took out 2 already. So I know obviously 1 and 2 right here. So I'm gonna work on those 2 and then plug them back in and then line it up to the top. Then line it up to the top and mark which ones I did first as I go. What I'll try to do is even probably put a piece of tape on this one for color and tape on the top. Not sure exactly, but I'm glad I got that one. You get to see it. That's how a good one is. Most likely this one is broken, because if you see it's already all discombobulated. Most likely it's broken, and I had to replace it. But like, again, I had to buy the whole box just to get one. You can't get just one. So honestly, I might just reline all of them and put the new ones in just cause. I know you see all the oil in there. That's from that can right there that I gotta change also. It doesn't look that bad from here. I actually could change it. So good. All right. Again, somewhere. Boom, guys. So you see this extension? It was right into the spark plug. We just saw it. Pull it back out. It goes right into the spark plug, and then you just spin that spark plug out. I'm gonna put the new one in. I'm gonna show you when it's coming out. Guys, wow. First spark plug out. It's burnt to the end. This is crazy. knew that was gonna happen, but it just sucks when you know, like when you know you're right. Oh, shit, that sucks. But wow, MotorCraft Platinum. So at least this might be the original, or might be at least whoever changed it last time did a good job. But that's crazy, guys. It should never look like that. I'm gonna show you a good one. Oh man, that's it. It's a MotorCraft Platinum. Okay, so we're changing it the same exact plugs. But this is the old one. This is the new one. Hope you can see that difference. Oh, it's sick. Definitely sick. So 1 out of 8 is done. I'm not going to show you all of them, but that is the last one. It's put in perfectly. I tightened it. This is the wire that goes into it. Is the one that we was talking about that might break. It actually didn't break. And we're going to reuse them, man. It is what it is. Spark pluggers do. That's the most important thing. And we'll go from there. Video before my phone dies. Put on the charger. Completely finished up the whole left side of the engine, over 4 of them. It was actually pretty easy. Didn't damage any wires, which is pretty cool. Looking at these spark plugs, I feel very sad for the way the car was running, and I had it for about 6 months so far. So I know it's gonna give it some new life. And the best thing to do is probably start it up now, since I got 4 in, make sure it starts, and then switch it out the side. I still gotta take off the top end, remember? And I took off a couple other stuff, so I think I'm gonna put it back until I'm done with the spark plugs, and then take off the top end and just change that up, you know? I started it up before this video, but you tell me. All right, so left side is over. I told you that. Now it's time to go to the right. Gonna be in the street a little bit. So I gotta start this side now. That side's not that bad. Not that bad. That's simple, man. One already done. Alright. So look, I told you about the last one. They're not breaking. They're pretty good right now. Alright, so I ended up breaking 2 of them. Well, they broke. They were burnt the fuck out. I touched it. Once I touched it, it broke. For this cylinder and this cylinder. See this one? This one, the inside broke. And So weird thing, now I gotta use the AutoZone ones. All right. So you can hear, bro. It's like a little cap that goes. Damn. All right, I gotta do this. 2 hands, I guess. But the cap goes over, it pops in, and then that's it. Yeah, so I got a phone call from the city of New York, you know. After these complaints, they call you back. But anyways, that's it. It's in. It could be loose. I'm gonna take this one out in a second. These are the last two. This one is very, very crispy like the other two, so I'm pretty sure that's gonna break. Funny thing though, so they give me a pack, right? And it has 8 on the front of the box. They only gave me 6, which is funny. So it's done. You can see the orange caps. That's what I like about new parts. Get to tell when they're in there and shit. But 2 of them broke, right? So 2 bad ones. I don't know if you can see inside. You can't. That one's broken, and then this one just broke off completely. I barely even touched it. So that's an indication that it wasn't getting the right power, or maybe it was burning. It was too hot over here. This is definitely a hot area where the muffler's at. You know where the exhaust pipes is at, right? And so old new, right? And then it was funny because, like I said, AutoZone, it has 8 on the box, right? It has 8 on the box, but it was only 6 pieces in, right? I'm not sure what's that about. I had a V8, so I don't know what's going on. That was weird, but whatever, we're gonna figure that out. Old spark plugs. They're fucking disgusting, y'all. This side is not even that bad. The other side was worse. And I know why. It has the leak on the top valve cover. All right, so that's definitely why the other side. This side is worse than the other side. I don't know if I want to. Now I don't know if I want to remove everything. Like I said, I just cleaned everything up. I cleaned it, but you know, I'm kind of tired anyway. So I think that's it for today. Just doing all the spark plugs, all 8 of them. It's definitely not a bad job. Not a bad job at all. It wasn't that hard. Yeah, just a little bit of, and I like it because you go underneath the car instead of being on top of the car. You do everything in the bottom. And like I said, those are the new ones. See the new orange plug. And I started up though, man. Sounds smoother, but I wouldn't really tell until I press the gas and really rev this bitch and see if it's giving us some more power. But my main issue wasn't really the I knew I had to change the spark plugs because they were old. But my issue is in the morning when you turn the car on, it has a delay in revving, kind of like how it is now. But I guess it has to relearn itself, or whatever the case may be. It sounds better though, so I think that was one part of the issue. The next issue is going to be this valve cover and the gaskets, and then pretty sure it should be all done. So I guess that's it for today. It's not, you know, nothing crazy. A couple of hours, 2 hours, 3 hours, got it done. Still dirty, but it's part of the job. So see you on the next one. So I just drove about 2 miles, 3 miles or so with this truck, and I didn't feel any hesitation. It kind of felt smooth. It wasn't a real big difference, you know, as far as startup or drive. But the one thing I did notice prior to changing the spark plugs was it would rev up at a red light. Ooh, rev up, you know, at a red light, just so I guess it could stay settled. It didn't do any of that in the last 20 minutes or so. I haven't heard it rev up, you know, dramatically yet. So hopefully that was the issue as far as with the power. Check engine light is still off, but it always happens. I had a code for an electrical problem. I don't know the code exactly. I figured there was a spark plugs. So as I just changed the spark plugs and the spark plug wires, hopefully that code doesn't persist and the check engine light disappears and stays off. But that's my conclusion as far as the spark plugs. So you've seen the bad ones. Obviously they need to get changed. I'm thinking spark plug, what is it, every 60,000 miles, 100,000 miles, something like that, you gotta change the spark plugs. I'll double check on that, add it into the video. But those spark plugs were original MotorCraft spark plugs, which was Ford. So they could have been the original ones on the truck itself that came with it. I'm not sure though. Honestly, I feel like they changed it before. This is probably the second time. So in 20 years, because the 01 is 2020 now, that's 19 years. They got changed maybe twice. So every 7 to 10 years probably got changed. Probably 10 years ago I got changed to those. Oh, my pops got it, I don't think he changed the spark plugs. It would have not been that bad. So he couldn't have changed the spark plugs. Those are probably the original spark plugs that he got. Whatever. Get the point. So I'll let you know exactly if the check engine light comes back on and whatever else is the problem. But I feel like that was it. You know, quick job. It was 2 hours or so. It wasn't that bad. Didn't get cut. Didn't get hurt. Can't get mad. Car's running. It is what it is. But don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I appreciate y'all.